Okay, welcome back. This is Summer Games Done Quick with Speedrun's Demos Archive and Speedruns Live. We are doing a charity marathon for Doctors Without Borders. Up now we have Doom 64 on Watch Me Die difficulty. So thank you for everyone that donated to have this be played on Watch Me Die difficulty. Before we get started, a few quick donations. We have a $100 donation from Poet Z. Thank you for the PSA, USA, USA, USA. We have a $5 donation from Zekner F7. Love the marathon so far. Love the skill in GoldenEye. Anyway, I don't see enough hype from the Pokemon Snap bonus game. Let's get that met. $34 from Drake Tempest. Hey Spike, I promised myself I'd donate $1 per follower I've gotten since I started streaming at every GDQ. Got to see that old Dragon Coins and Moons run. Much love, to everyone there. And a $50 donation from Jesley45. Love everything about this.
There's also quite a bit of glare. Could the lights be turned down a bit? It's a really dark game. Thanks, dude.
Good luck, Peaches.
Thank you.
Maybe one last donation
It's
before
still
we
a
get
bit
started.
dark though.
Yeah.
We have a $50.
If the
Just
lights
a
could
little
be
bit
turned down,
dark.
it'll help a lot.
Yeah.
I don't see like a huge difference, but
I would prefer that, but I don't know if that's reasonable.
We have a $50 donation from Anthony. Thanks for the great marathon. I've been looking forward to today with Tony Hawk Black, Halo, GoldenEye, Doom, and 3 Zelda games. Put 25 towards killing the animals and 25 towards old Dragon Coins and Moons in Super
get past me.
Mario World. Thanks again.
I'm not sure. I didn't get a good...
so how was the...
What is that? Okay. Yeah, go for that. That's a lot better. Yeah,
Dang, this is nice.
this should work. Oof, I like it. Do you want to grab me my water? I have like the mic.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, if time could. Thanks. Okay, am I good to start whenever? Could I turn the TV up a little bit? I think the audio's coming out of that TV. Is it?
Oh, is it a,
Or
there's
are
a
there
speakers?
speakers? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's confusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing that I do when I start this run is I hold down on the control stick and then hit L, R, and start at the same time. And what that does is it sets my neutral position to down. And that means when I let go of the stick, the game thinks that I'm holding up. And then when I then press up, actually, the game thinks that I'm going more up. And it lets me run faster than I'm supposed to be able to. So that's the biggest speed technique in the run. And it lets you just move quicker at any given time. But it's kind of awkward because you cannot back up with the stick. So I had to rebind my controls to let R let me back up. And, whoops. Phew. This game is really, really, really tough. And on Watch Me Die is the hardest difficulty. And it's very, very, very easy to die. If I get deathless, I will be incredibly impressed. The first level is especially dangerous, so I'm pretty happy that I got through that without dying. Because there's a whole bunch of enemies that do hit scan damage, which means that if the game decides that they shot me, then it just rolls dice to determine how much damage that I take. So I don't have any opportunity to dodge. What I did right there was the blue key card was on a pedestal, and with the neutral reset, you can run so quickly that if you run into a wall, you can grab stuff that's like a little bit higher than you can normally reach. So I grabbed the blue key off that pedestal, and normally you're supposed to solve a puzzle in order to get the blue key. It makes the key like warp between a bunch of different platforms, and then you have to solve a really simple puzzle to get the key, but it takes a long time. So after grabbing the key, I started the puzzle, and what that did was a script starts running that makes the key jump between the platforms. And while that script is running, nothing else that is a script can run at the same time. So there was a blue hallway that I ran through about 15 seconds ago, and there's supposed to be crushers that come down from the ceiling and block my way and squish me for damage. So by pressing the button after the blue key, I was able to run through that unharmed. And I could get the yellow key in here through the same method by just running really fast at the wall. But I'd rather not, because if I get it normally, another door will open up that gives me rockets. And rockets are a really, really, really important source of damage throughout most of the game. And earlier I grabbed a Berserk pack, not really because I needed the health, but because in here it lets me punch through these guys. And it does more damage than the shotgun does on average. So since it's pretty early in the game, I don't have a good way to deal with certain enemies. Okay. So Terraformer is one of the 2 levels that I don't have too much danger to die in. Pretty much every other level in this game, it's incredibly likely that I will die if I either make a wrong decision or just have really bad luck with enemy behavior. And luck isn't too big of a deal in this game. There is luck for damage ranges, but the damage ranges are kind of in a reasonable spectrum so that I can kind of expect when stuff will die. And by that I mean, like these cacodemons here, these floating dudes, they usually take about 2 or 3 shotgun blasts. There are other enemies that, let's say like on average, a Hell Knight will take 3 rockets to kill. And if I get lucky, they'll die in 2. And if I get unlucky, they'll die in 4. But otherwise, like, 3 is pretty expected. And I need to kill that last lost soul. So this was an example of bad luck through enemy behavior. I need to kill that last dude in order to get up into that area to get the key. And a bunch of other enemies blocked my shots. So I need to kill that guy right there, and then the key appears. So if I get less unlucky, I can get that key pretty quickly. A little bit risky to use rockets here, but I want to clear these guys out. Yeah, there's a lot of them left. So I'm a little bit low on health now, but in general, as long as you have like 1 HP and 0 armor, you might as well have 200. There are some rooms that are so dangerous that you'll just die instantly if you are unfortunate, and there's some rooms where you can go like the whole level without getting hit. So my main goal in life is to just not die. I ran this game last year at SGDQ, and I used a different route. I'm going to be going to a secret level in this level, and the secret levels will let you get demon keys. And a demon key will upgrade the laser weapon that is unique to this game. And it also lets you close the demon gates on the final level, which just make it faster and easier. And I did not do that last year, and I will be doing it this year. The theory behind it is that by getting the laser, and getting the laser power up, I will be strong enough to the point where it'll make up the extra time that it takes to go to that level and get it. And unfortunately the exit is a little bit far into this level. It's like at the end. And it has to do with the switch puzzle. You have to hit the third one, and then the first one. I'm gonna get the secret to get some rockets. And the second one. And there's a really precise jump here that I'm gonna try to make. Let's try it. Nice. Okay. I only get one chance to do that. I only get one chance to do that because I'm using the lowering switch to give myself a little bit of height. And before every secret level, there will be a roll of text that kind of gives you, it's just like flavor plot. The plot is that my player character is like smelling the dead corpses or whatever. You can just hit start and then load the password that the game auto prepares for you, and that way I can skip that text. So that saves maybe like 8 seconds or something to do that. So this is the extra level, the secret level that I did not do last year. And the interesting thing about the secret levels is you do not actually need the demon key in order to beat them. It's like a secret within a secret. And there's a kind of convoluted maze here that you have to do in order to get the key. And I can also get the laser, but I don't want to use it because I don't have any power-ups for it, and also energy is at a huge premium, so I can't really afford to just like spam it. Okay, after I shoot this, then I can get the first key. And whenever you pick up a demon key, it'll give you some kind of a notification, but it's usually overwritten by saying you found a secret area, so you don't get to see the cool text. It says like, whatever this is, it doesn't belong in this world. And it's just telling you that you found something cool. And I don't actually need to kill all of these guys, but they will get in my way while I wait for this script to go. I guess I should mention, there's a couple different ways that you can trigger events in this game, and the most obvious, I guess, would be hitting a button. If you hit a button, that'll make something happen. But you can also trigger things by killing enemies. And there's a lot of locked doors in this game that are triggered by killing enemies. So in general, if you see me killing stuff, it's either because it's going to open a door or because it's absolutely going to be in my way. For the speedrun of this, I really will be trying very hard not to kill stuff that I don't need to. Another way to activate a trigger is by just walking over it. There will be like invisible lines on the ground. And with the neutral reset, with all the speed that I get from this, whoa. Geez, these guys are awkward. With all the speed that I get from it, you can just run really, really fast over a trigger on the ground. And sometimes it will just fail to activate. And that can be good and that can be bad. It can be good if, let's say, the trigger was going to spawn a bunch of enemies. It can be bad if the trigger was going to open a door or something like that, or like make a key spawn. So, having run the game so much, I'm pretty aware of where just about all of these triggers are, and I will be occasionally slowing down at trouble corners where I might screw up an important trigger. And some of these are pretty hard to even understand what is bad about skipping them until you skip them. And the example of that is that this game, the map designs aren't truly 3D. So anytime that you see a hallway going over or under different part of the level. There's no like actual bridges in this game. I'm gonna make a small detour to get some health. So if you see like a bridge going over or under, that's not actually a real bridge. What you're really seeing is that when you turn a corner, you are hitting a trigger that will make the bridge instantly rise or fall out of vision. But in reality, it's really just 2D and just kind of tricking you into thinking that it's 3D. And it's pretty interesting. And it's a very convincing illusion, and you really have to either skip a trigger and suddenly turn a corner to see a huge gap that you can't cross, or you have to just, I don't know, look real close at the design of the map. And usually if there's a trigger that I skip that'll create a gap, not only will you easily be able to see it, but I'll show where it is and how to reactivate it. Because all of those you can just like turn around and reactivate them. Except for one, which was in the secret level that I just did. There is a trigger that if I accidentally skip it, I soft lock. So thankfully that didn't happen. Okay. That's a little bit of a dangerous exit because if you die at the same time that you finish a level, you'll spawn in the next level, but you'll lose all your equipment, and there's no way that I could use my password to try to restart the level and try to get my equipment back. And that really, really sucks because I would lose the key. And I cannot get that back. And that happened to me in a practice run, and I was pretty disappointed. Please. And these are the guys that usually take 3 rockets, but sometimes take 2 and sometimes take 4. I'm going to take a slight detour in order to get some equipment. Oops. Okay. Alright, that fills up my health, and now I can get a couple rockets. And more rockets. And on my way out, I'm going to try to get these guys to infight. And infighting is where enemies will get aggro on each other and try to kill each other. It's usually, it's like moderately predictable, like when it's going to happen and how you can make it happen. And depending on, I guess, what the species of the monster, some of them do and don't infight. Something that's unique to Doom 64 versus PC Doom is that the Hell Knights, which are the green goat men, do infight with the Barons, which are the red goat men. In PC Doom, those guys do not infight. Here's a jump that you cannot make without neutral reset. And whoa, I spent a little bit of extra time setting that up. Usually you can kind of zing that. And this is one of the few examples of, like, those guys don't technically get in my way, and I don't technically need to kill them, but they're just really, really, really irritating. And this is, alright, this is going to be pretty intense. I hope that I can get this. Oh, okay. I don't want to kill all of those Barons, because they will make another really, really, really strong set of enemies spawn. So now I need to fight my way out of here. The only way to do it is by going up these really tiny stairs that you cannot see. I cannot see. But, you know, they're there. Okay, second try. Someone is blocking me. I don't know where he is. As you can see, this is an incredibly dark game. Okay. Alright, that was not too bad. Let's go. It's very, very easy to die there. Those Barons can melee you for like, I don't know, it's like 100 effective hit points. Like health and armor.
on the right, I think you had one slot on the right open.
What's that?
You had a slot on the right open.
Okay, I'll try that then. I skipped a trigger somewhere. That's not good.
Yeah.
Okay. That was an example of a bad trigger to skip. And I'll try to do a good trigger skip here. I'm just gonna wing it. There's a setup, but even that sometimes fails. Okay. If you run really, really fast into that room, these guys won't spawn. And I guess it just saves a couple seconds and a little bit of ammo from killing these dudes. Whoops. What am I doing? This is a jump that you're not supposed to be able to make. This whole level is like completely broken apart by neutral reset. It's like a 5-minute level that takes like less. If I were to do it perfectly, it takes like 30 seconds. Not even. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's normally a really long level, but neutral reset makes it pretty trivial. There's another trigger right here. Normally it'll make you drop down and you have to kill a couple enemies. But you can either run so fast that even though the trigger activates, you'll jump off the platform before it falls too far, or you'll just skip the trigger completely. And it's also possible to skip this one that makes these guys spawn, but it's not too bad. And for all the people who are unfamiliar with Doom games or are unsure with this game, it's a completely unique game. It's got a unique campaign. All the levels are unique to this game. I think a lot of people originally thought that this game was just kind of like a crappy port, and I don't think that it got the attention that I think it deserves. I think it's a really good game.
Should be noted also that he's running on Watch Me Die, which is the rough equivalent of Ultra Violence. This game does not have a nightmare difficulty.
5 really low bullets. I'm going to try to do what's called a spawn prevention. Oh nice, I got it. When enemies spawn, if there's something else in its spot, it just won't appear. And it's not quite a despawn because it never spawns in the first place. And the reason why that's an important distinction to make is that if there's a death trigger where you have to kill all the enemies in a room and you happen to prevent any of them from spawning, then you cannot activate the trigger. And that's really only relevant in one level on one difficulty. But
Audio's gone.
I've lost sound. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's back.
Thanks. So this is an arena level where I have to kill multiple waves of enemies. And I don't actually have to kill every single enemy within the wave. For example, on this wave, I only need to kill these Hell Knights. I don't need to kill the Cacodemons. So if I can avoid them, I will. But if they're in my face or if they're like grouped up, then it may be worth it to just take the time to kill them. I don't really have that many rockets, so I'm gonna kind of save them here. Whoops. If I were to see multiple Hell Knights grouped up, then I might use rockets to do the splash damage. I'm gonna switch to rockets just so that I can quickly get these guys off of this pedestal. So when the third wave starts, there's going to be invincibility that spawns, and I need it badly. Alright, now I gotta go around the outer perimeter and try to kill as many of these guys as possible. And the reason that the screen is like blinding white is because I've got invincibility going. It lasts 30 seconds, and it's very, very critical for this stage. I don't need to kill those pain elementals. Those are the floating dudes that spit out the lost souls. The lost souls are like the flaming skulls. So I don't need to kill them, but they're so annoying that I want them Okay, now that most of them are dead, the big reason why I want the Lost Souls dead is because, whoa, they will just fly into my face and cause me to damage myself with a rocket, which just does absurd amounts of damage. Like, I really cannot afford it.
Lost Souls in this game are also really aggressive. They're much more ruthless than PC.
They're also easier to kill. They're more like glass cannons, which is nice.
Yeah, sometimes they're just relentless. Like, they'll just chase you everywhere.
Correspondingly, the pain elementals are also much more dangerous on Doom 64 because if you block any Lost Souls that it spawns, they explode doing rocket damage, so you can't just block them.
So if you just run straight into a room that has a pain elemental and he just shoots into your face, you're probably going to instantly die. Unless you're like 200. Whoops. Maybe is this a good time? Does somebody want to explain pain chance? Because it's the real reason why I use the minigun here. Maybe done.
Pain chance is pretty much based on the enemy. So some enemies say, like an imp, if you just fire the chain gun at them, they're never going to shoot at you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a stun lock, and Lost Souls are incredibly easy to make them flinch. So it's pretty safe to just fire a chain gun nonstop. There's a bunch of them around you. Okay, I'm gonna try to set up another spawn prevention. There's 3 mancubuses that spawn up here when I grab the BFG. So I'm gonna try to lure these dudes up here, and then see if they'll prevent. And I only prevented 1, so I'm just gonna kill this guy. Okay, this is really YOLO. This guy right here. Nice. Okay. There's so many of the mancubuses around there that if I do not make it through like immediately, they'll just collapse on me and I will die. There's no hope. I think there's like 10 of them. But if I can kill the 2 in the middle, then I can just do a straight shot all the way through. In this level, I do need to kill everything that's on the ground floor. It's the only way to open up the switch to spawn the blue key. And I want to be a little bit conservative when I'm fighting these guys because they will just tear apart my armor. And armor is really, really important in this stage and the next. Oh, nice. Killed them all with 9 rockets. This level is just filled with triggers that are activated by crossing over them. And as you can see, there's going to be multiple bridges like this right here that go over a different part of the level. If you go too quickly, then they just break. So there's going to be several corners that I kind of go slowly around on purpose. Kill everything that spawns in here in order to lower those bars that are right in front of me. There's usually like one moss hole floating around. Yeah. Oh, who's left? There we go. This guy. don't normally
That's
anticipate
very
that
rare.
guy to be there. I'm gonna play a little bit safe. I really do not want to get stuck in between these sets of doors right here, because they lock until you kill the Mancubus out here. Oh, I already got those rockets. Okay, so I'm in pretty good shape coming out of this level. This is kind of a dangerous area right here. Alright. Now, in the final room, there's several barons, and I'm pretty sure they're aggro on me, so I'm going to wait here for just a couple seconds, just to kind of leash them over to the right side of the next hallway. And if they are where I want them to be, then I'll be happy. If they're not where I want them to be, I'll probably be dead. That's pretty good. Okay, this is the next level that has a secret level in it. And, whoa, I got scratched into there. That kind of sucks. And originally, this was the reason why getting one demon key was like considered the fastest way possible to beat the game, is because the jump that you make to get to the secret level is about halfway through, probably even less than that, like a third of the way through doing the level the natural way. So it happened to be that doing this level up until the secret path, and then doing the secret level together were faster than just doing this level the normal way. So that's why it was considered to be the fastest way. And getting the second key is mostly faster. It's kind of like a trade-off. You give up a little bit of time in order to go much, much faster in the second half of the game. Oh, he got me. Of course I would die. Okay, so if I do die, I'm just going to reload my password, and it starts me back at the start of the stage. So anywho, doing this level with the secret is faster than doing it normally. So that's why we used to just get one key. But now there's like a crazy super precise jump that was discovered that will make it probably faster to just get 0 keys. But it's going to make the game way, 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 way harder. And we don't really know for sure, so that'll get tested, I guess, after SGDQ. Thankfully, this level isn't too long, so even though I died kind of near the end of it, it's not that costly. I really want to know where that Baron is. Dang it. Okay. Okay. You're not supposed to be able to make that jump without neutral reset, and it's pretty close on the life. There's more text, and I'm going to skip here. Usually there's a couple lost souls roaming around, but I don't think I heard them. This is another example of these guys aren't, they don't control a trigger, and they don't really get in my way, so to speak, not like physically, but I do need to shoot a switch on the wall over here. And if there are enemies down there on the ground floor, then they'll soak up the shots. And that was the second demon key. So now my laser beam here is like significantly more powerful, and it'll let me cut through these enemies. I got a little bit of energy to spare, so I'm okay with using energy to get through this a little bit faster. just need to hope that these guys behave well. Yikes. Okay. Not bad. A really good time there is like 125 or something, 130. 131's pretty good. Here's where the levels start to get kind of long, and they're also definitely very dangerous. Yeah. There is an invincibility at the start of this that I could use, but I'm going to use a much more risky strat. I'm going to try to just run all the way through here. Yep. Okay. Not bad. But now I do want to get the invincibility. So what I used to do was I would get that invincibility and then go all the way back up and around, and then I wouldn't take any damage whatsoever in that spike room. Or I guess the dart room. But I was practicing earlier this week, and Mid-Boss was watching, and he suggested that I try going for it. It's pretty risky, but it saves like 20 seconds, so shoutouts to Mid-Boss for that. Like throughout this whole run, I'm really going to try really hard not to do like any like baby strats. Even if I die, I really want to like show this game off, I guess. So I'm going to try to be as risky as possible. That includes stuff like this. I'm trying to squeeze past really powerful enemies that'll just chew me up if I don't get past them. That was unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I hit him with those first. And this was the first spot that I died in the SGDQ run last year. So I'm in pretty good shape, so I'm glad that I'm not dying here again. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Okay. This is one of the first levels where having the laser can make a really huge difference. Because I have to kill all of these barons in the perimeter, and the laser can just absolutely shred through them. Uh-oh, phew. If I was stuck there, I was probably dead. But I'm a little bit low on energy, so just to be sort of safe, I'm gonna shift where I choose to use the energy and kill these guys with rockets. Once all the barons are dead, the blue key lowers, and a whole bunch of lost souls spawn, so I need to book it the heck out of here. We got more risky strats coming up. What I want to do here is I want to try to drag out all of the barons that are in this next area. Because I really don't want to waste the time and ammo to fight them. I'd rather just run around them. And if I can leash them all the way out, it looks like I think I got them all. Yep. Ouch. I can try to get through here. And this is an incredibly dangerous part of the game because there's all these hit scan enemies that do a lot of damage. Okay, not bad.
Doesn't always seem like Peaches is taking a lot of damage, but Doom monsters have incredibly high max damage.
Yeah, just the basic shotgun dudes. They can do up to what, 45?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. So like 3 shots would kill me, and there was like 10 of those dudes walking around. And any given one of them could have hit me. Okay, this is one of the most ridiculous rooms in the game. Thankfully, you don't have to kill all of these guys. Alright. And 19 HP is plenty here. I'm gonna get this, try to just book it out of here and hope these guys don't get away. That's a very risky strat. As soon as I enter this room, there's a whole bunch of homing missiles that start shooting out of the walls. And I need to leash these barons out, constantly moving and dodging all of the imps, lost souls, and arachnotrons. Looks like most of the... Oh, and still one left. There's one more baron in here. Not bad.
If you're familiar with Doom 2, you'll notice those are Revenant attacks. There's no Archviles or Revenants in this game, along with the Spider Mastermind and Chain Gunner, but they did leave the attack in and use them as wall turrets for the Revenants.
This is another really dangerous level because there's a whole bunch of shotgun guys, and they have such fast reaction times that they just shoot me as soon as they turn. I think there's like 6 of them in here. And then there's more up here. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna lure these barons way out. Oh, he's still shooting me. Okay. Because I really don't want to fight them or get stuck in this hallway. I got really low armor, so I'm gonna play it safe and use my laser here. Crap. Jump across the acid goo. Platforming is kind of awkward in this game because you're always having to move forward, and as soon as you leave like a platform, as soon as the ground is beneath you, your momentum is preserved. So it can be kind of awkward to run across platforms like that. Oh, nice. Secret in here gives me a pretty good restock of items. Okay. One well-placed BFG shot will kill all of these dudes. I think I just hit 20. No, I got him. Wow, okay. I'll take it. 396 is an okay amount of energy. Alright, coming up is another arena level. It's kind of like half arena and half normal level. I need to do kind of like a mini puzzle, and then come back here and kill a whole bunch of waves of enemies. Oops. Jumped right over the backpack. And it takes a little bit of extra time. Normally I would be ready to go to the arena part as soon as I hit this button. But I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time in order to unlock some stuff that'll make it much easier to do this. This is probably the closest thing to a true like baby strat. Uh-oh. That's stupid. What? There we go. Souls chase me. Doesn't sound like it did. Alright, now we begin the arena part. And it's going to spawn a whole bunch of multiple different kinds of enemies. And I don't actually have to kill all of them in order to spawn the next wave. And I'd actually rather have them all be dead because it's very awkward to handle a large amount of enemies. Left. And then once the Arachnotrons and Mancubus spawn, I'm gonna run back and go into these secret doors that I opened up. And this gives me full HP, even though I ate a attack as soon as I got it. And now I'm invincible. So now I can blow my rockets to kill these guys without any worry of taking damage from them. And now 2 Cyber Demons spawn. And in order to kill them, I'm going to try to use my invincibility. The way that BFG shots work is that there's an initial explosion damage, and then a whole bunch of tracers shoot out from my line of vision at the time of the shot, I believe. And they deal a secondary wave of damage. So the way to maximize your damage is to shoot someone in the face and then like stare them in the eyes, and then more damage kicks in. Okay, this level is the longest level in the game, and it's very, very dangerous. I really hope I don't die, especially because the last room in this level is incredibly risky. It has 3 pain elementals, so if there's like an enemy behind me that like knocks me into them, then I'll just instantly croak. That guy I don't mind leaving there. Enemies will pretty much constantly be trying to move directly to you, and depending on what kind of room that they're in, they can just get stuck there forever, which is nice, because that means I'll never have to kill him, and I don't have to worry about him damaging me. If I'm unlucky, he'll still be like wandering around when I go back there later in the level, but he's not the worst guy to have walking around. In this room I need to activate these darts, and while they're going, I can pick up some of these rockets. And once it shoots, I think it's like 10 darts or something, then this door opens. Alright, this is normally a really dangerous room. When I hit that second switch, this lowers or opens, and then a pain elemental will spawn above the bonfire in the center. And if you are like in his line of sight when he spawns, then he'll be aggro on you. And every time that he leaves that circle, another one will spawn. So I'm just gonna chill here and watch. And as soon as the Hell Knights spawn, then no more pain elementals spawn. So that means it's safe to fight. And I was standing in a really precise position in order to prevent one Hell Knight from spawning. And since he was not I guess the sole enemy to kill for the trigger, then you can still activate his respective trigger when you call the other Hell Knights. It's pretty close. Still going. We're about halfway done with the level here. In this area, I don't need to kill any of these guys necessarily, but they all get in my way, and and especially because I will be wanting to shoot some rockets in here. If they walk into me, then I'm going to take like 140 damage from myself. That switch makes a bunch of pain elemental spawn. That was a really good BFG shot. Usually there's one left over. And now I need to just kind of clean up this area a little bit. And I just realized I did not grab the Megasphere. Wow. That's good. And I'll get a little bit more ammo back here. Getting the switch will lower me into the fire pit. And even though I said that I really like using bullets on Lost Souls, and this area has a lot of them, I'm kind of running low on bullets at this point, so I'm going to use the shotgun mostly in this area. I'm just going to ignore that guy. I probably could skip that armor, but it takes like 1 second to grab it. No. I'm okay with using quite a bit of rockets in this area. I'm gonna grab this because the next level has a whole bunch of rockets. And I'm gonna try to leash these guys over into this corner. Now when I walk in here, some dudes spawn. Hopefully there's no Baron up here. Nice. Okay, he got prevented. Oh no. Okay, so here's the... really? So here is the pain elemental room. Alright, that was pretty painless. Alright, longest level done. Now we go into the shortest level. And I guess story time for this level. A while ago I was trying to beat all of the Twin Galaxy Isle times for this game, and most of them are not so good, but this one was really, really good. I gotta hand it to whoever the Twin Galaxy dude was. And it took me like 6 hours of grinding this stupid level out to beat the time. It's only like a 20-second long level, but everything will walk in your way like this. And when I finally hit it, it was like 5 a.m. and I was so happy. Okay. That was probably like a 31 or something. 37. Okay.
That was a pretty scary situation right there. Peaches could have pretty much straight up died when he came off that elevator.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of enemies that are floating above me. And since this game doesn't really have like true 3D, if an enemy is in front of me but like above me, so to speak, the game thinks that it's directly in front of me and I cannot run through him, or under him rather. And among those enemies are some pain elementals, so one of them could just float over and just explode me, and I'd have to restart. Which happens like pretty often, but that's a short level. I'm gonna grab this health. I do have to kill all of these guys in order to unlock the door. Once there's only a couple left, I'll switch to Super Shoddy just because there's no reason to waste rockets. I will be running short on them at some point in the next couple levels. This area is kind of interesting because I guess there was a whole bunch of leftover data that kind of hinted that there was like a really, really huge, intricate secret that involved like shooting a bunch of hidden walls and really fast timing and all this weird stuff. But when this was, it was remade, kind of like a source port or something. It was like a total conversion. It's called Doom 64 EX. and they used the raw data from the game files in order to rebuild the maps, and they didn't seem to find any actual evidence for the secret truly existing. There's like evidence that they wanted it to happen, but like no one knows what the secret is. Okay, this part can be a pain in the rear. I want to jump to that megasphere, but sometimes enemies block me. And I don't know if I'm going to get blocked. Okay, I did not. And if I get blocked by a Baron and then he starts swatting me, there's a good chance that I'll just croak. Ending the level by jumping down here is just a regular trigger. And it's happened before where I run too quickly in there and I just get stuck down the well forever. And that's really stupid. So I just purposely go really slowly down that well every single time. Get out of here.
It's actually an interesting new trick coming where you skip the second door in the switch.
Normally you wouldn't be able to make this jump because that Cacto Demon down there is just chilling there. But if you aggro him, then you can hop on up. Yikes. What's my energy at? That's not bad. No. Okay, so these guys may or may not be a huge problem later. I'm just gonna hope and pray that they do not follow me. And if I drag this guy in here and then let the door close behind him, for some reason enemies can open doors, but they cannot open locked doors. And since that's a key door, and that Baron does not have the blue key, he won't be able to get back out. Okay. That was a little bit more damage than I feel comfortable taking, so I'm going to play it a little bit safe and kill all those dudes. Normally I would try to run past this one. Good infighting. Whenever you hear those scratches, that's a good slap fight going on. Okay, so here's where I might just die instantly. Okay. So several of those guys followed me, and luckily I was able to kill them all. If they all like prime melees, you can just go through that teleporter and just pop. What? I got shot at the ceiling for some reason. I want to clear these guys out early, even though I don't have to go this way yet, because they're all grouped, and if I go later, they're kind of spread out in this hallway. It's just a little bit easier to kill them all at once, or like 4 at a time or whatever with the super shotgun. That's nice. Usually those guys don't behave that well. I have to open up this wall to raise these walls that block the darts. If you don't open that, you get stuck in the center, and it's really easy to die because environmental damage is like greatly increased once we die. And that's actually the way that I used to do this level, which is kind of silly to look back on because of how much damage that I usually took for free. Get out of the face. It's really hard to see those guys. Cool. Gonna wait a sec for this to pop up. That opens the gate behind me. And then hitting this opens the door behind me. And lets me get out. And this is another pretty dangerous area because all of these guys have just been kind of coagulating in this area. So I'm gonna try to cut through them. And hopefully not take too much damage because I have low armor. Alright, that was not bad. Okay, so we have 3 levels left, and this one is pretty tough, and it's also pretty long. It's the second longest one. And to begin, I need to clear out this ground floor of all these Arachnotrons. Oh, nice, 2. Usually it's 3, and so far we've seen a 2 and a 4. Killing all of them lets me take this teleporter. Now I need to kill all of these specters on this balcony. All the while keeping an eye on the next level up because those guys, those barons, can hit you. Did I get them all? No, there's still at least one left. Get out of here. That should be it. There. Whoops. If there's a guy on the opposite spire, it's always good to just kill him from here. Oh, nice. They are getting... Oh, this is perfect. Usually they'll just kind of awkwardly walk at you, and if it happens around a corner, it's really easy to take self-damage. Get on there. Do I have one left? No, I got it all. Alright, I'm a little bit low on energy, but I should be okay. I'm gonna grab this. And since I grabbed that one, I'm gonna try to save this one. And I don't need to kill all these pinkies, but it's not very reasonable to let them all live. And I need to wait for 4 waves. There's 3 waves of pinkies, and then 1 wave of barons. And as soon as the baron wave spawns, I can get the key, but I don't really want to get it right away, because I want to kill them. I think I prevented like 2 of them. Oh no, I prevented one. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna try to scavenge a little bit of health back. Nice. And I'll just grab this. Why not? May regret not grabbing that. Now with the blue key, I can hop in here. This is kind of a redundant room. I don't understand. Like you open the red, or the blue door, and then you just immediately grab the red key. This is a very important room. There's the yellow key that has kind of a, I don't know if you can call it a puzzle. It starts out in the hallway behind me, and when you try to run and grab it, it vanishes and an enemy takes its place. And with a very special setup, which I hope I don't mess up, because it's pretty precise. Let's see if I can get it. You think it's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
If you do it right.
And I hold a certain set of buttons.
There you go.
And I just grab it. So, that's super important for several reasons. The first is that I don't have to fight any of the dudes that spawn, besides the third one, but that will happen later. It also saves the ammo and it saves the time. And most importantly, if you grab the gosh, what key is that? The yellow key. If you grab the yellow key normally, it'll lock the entrance to the castle, and then you have to kill, I think it's like 8 cacodemons that are floating around. and it just wastes so much time. So getting that first try is awesome, and I'm pretty sure I failed that all 3 times last year, because you only get 3 chances to do it.
Yeah, what he did there was just another trigger skip, but the reason he had to do a setup for it is because trigger skips, despite you going very fast, are very hard to skip 100% of the time. And what he was doing gave him a consistent position and speed such that it will always skip every time, which is hard to replicate with just the analog stick.
Oh no. It sucks when these guys walk on, because sometimes they bump their heads on the support beams, and it forces the elevator to go back down. So I just nuked him. I can't risk that. Okay. And now I'm gonna spawn this guy. Spawn this guy. Spawn this guy. But I only need to kill the last one. And then the stairs raise. And I can beat the level. Alright, 2 left. So, this level, I have to kill 3 cyber demons in order to trigger the exit. And that's not super easy. That's 1. And now, oh, get out of here. Now, there's gonna be a whole bunch of enemies on here. Not bad. I can get some more energy. And, ow. This will open up. Whoa, that hurt. Did that really do 43 to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna stock up. And now the last 2 are out and about. That's 1. Another 43, dude. This is absurd amounts of damage that I'm taking.
Yeah, there are a couple of incubi that surround the map, and if he does kill them, more enemies spawn, so you actually want to leave them alive and just take your chances.
Alright, going on to the last level. So it starts off with a big restock area. And grab as much as I can. And start spawning stuff. The demon keys let me close these gates, which means that nothing will ever spawn from them. And now I can just kind of camp out the last gate.
There's actually a secret room where all these enemies are already spawned, and when you activate a demon key, there's actually a giant crusher that comes down and kills them.
Yeah, it's very low tech. It's pretty cute to see.
BFG is
Okay, get
pretty
ready on time.
overpowered.
Get ready on time. Time. Cool. So, I actually died, but if you don't press a button, then the exit will trigger and you'll still beat the game. And the ending kind of sucks. It's like, you win and now you're in hell. And after the awesome text scrolls, then you can kill all the enemies, and you can spin them around and look at them if you want to look at an imp from behind. Nightmare Imp is unique to Doom 64. And after you kill all of the enemies, besides for some reason the Mother Demon, the final boss, is not in here. But everything else. And finally the Cyber Demon. And after that, then you get our hero. And you can spin him around and then you just kill him. And then it goes back to the Zombie Man. So that's what you get for beating the game. So there you go. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been world record a week ago.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple faster runs here while practicing, and 1 death is cool. I'm fine with that, and yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
So thank you, Peaches, for your fantastic run of Doom 64. Also, that was great commentary. We are a little behind on donations, so I'm going to try to speed through as many of these as I can. So we have a $40 donation from Ludwig Van. Just got paid today, so finally donating finally. Put this to the WordPad user's choice unless it's kill the animals. If that's the case, then save the animals. I believe you're probably referring to our autonomous sentient SGDQ monitor, and I believe he was looking to donate money towards one of the bonus games